Groovy.
Huzzah.
So, last time, game started with us realizing, or rather Rowan pointing out via the investigation check he had from the end of the previous session, that the hellhounds that were outside of the church were like hunting dogs, for lack of a better term. And while they had, were out here obviously stopping anything from coming out of the church, any civilians we're looking for, it was obvious to everybody that they were also stopping anybody from going in the church. They were left behind, which means very likely that there were devils or demons that the hellhounds were working with inside the church. So we went in looking for them. We tried to go upstairs, or I tried to go upstairs, before the party talked me out of it to explain that we should go just to the closest enemy first, or not to the closest enemy first, but to clear this level first. The party wants to sweep the place instead of going after who's right there. So as we made our way in, we came across one of the groupings, and instead of finding devils, we actually found people who had gone mad and savage in the situation. Bandits, for lack of a better term. And we took on one grouping of them, and we know that there are still at least 3 groupings left, probably only 3 if previous perception checks are accurate, but at least 3. And that's where we left off after fighting those guys. Yes, we did. Outside of the building, who is the one who warned us that there were people inside, and also handed over a sword and shield that nobody else wanted, so I took it. And in between sessions, when we shut down, you gave us a cinematic short rest. So I used the short rest to actually attune to the sword. Which is a sword forged by air elementals. It only weighs half as much as a normal greatsword, and as such loses the two-handed quality in place of the versatile quality. When wielded in one hand, the damage dice is reduced. Otherwise, it is a +1 roaring greatsword, granting a +1 to attack and damage rolls, as well as dealing an additional 1d8 thunder damage on a hit. It has 3 charges, which I can expend to cast Gust of Wind with a DC 16 check. Yeah, I'm super sad to actually equip that because I can currently only attune to 3 items. So I can't attune the shield. Because I already had 3 items attuned and had to drop attunement on some of my items to be able to do that. But that's okay. Do you need new ones from us?
Sounds like it. Initiative. Yeah, I rolled a 2.
You guys will have to... there we go. Rolled a 13. Nice. Can you give us the maps?
Please, son.
Is that a pile of bodies behind the curtains down there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. We went to the north and took cover behind the altar. That's where we had our short rest, was taking cover behind the altar. So, Vic, where do you want to go? Or do you want to have somebody else decide the next step?
I'll have someone else decide the next step. I'll sort of hang back and play rear guard.
Mm-hmm. Rowan has a speed of 30 feet. 15, 20, 25,
Where?
30.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20. That's 20 feet. What's
What
this in front of me?
candy are
Is
you
that just a
taking?
decoration, like a drape hanging on the wall? Okay. As I walk past, I'm going to like push my weapon through it to make sure nobody's like standing in there. But 20, 25, 30. Does that open my line of sight further down the map? Okay. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then I suppose it's Druzzl's turn.
So Fix stayed behind and you went up to try to see past the curtain. All right, let's see here.
Well, and I'm
Got
specifically trying to move like strategically, Keith,
35.
just in case there were things hidden down there that would want to strike us.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to come back to this pile of bodies. I'm remembering that correctly, right? All the little people.
Yeah, their bodies.
Yeah, okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5. Actually, let's do it this way. What I thought was missing from the all I have is rice and so I'm gonna move up, not behind the curtain, but basically where it ends, and be strategic and see what I see. And I used a dash.
So you're just peeking around like the corner to your right there? Left of the map, but around to the right of your character?
Yep. I know we came, like, you and I came through here, but we were kind of running and dashing at enemies.
Can he see stuff like straight south down there? Okay, that's what I was asking. Never mind. I'll shut up.
My devil's sight is 120 feet. So 120 feet of dark vision and 120 feet of magical dark vision. I guess it's the easiest way to put it.
Squares? Is that? Yep. 24 squares.
Dang.
Yeah, well, I think I'm the only one in the group that can see with, or see if there's. So you can see in magical darkness with Devil's Sight, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm the only one that can see in fog. I was about to say I can see in magical darkness, but only 10 feet. More bodies.
Nice. Not good. Unless I have something I can do as a bonus action, yes. I don't think there is something I can do. That's it.
At this point, God, I forgot how big this map was. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see. I'll back up Rowan in the exploration. So I'm gonna stay a few steps behind you. I don't know.
You're
I don't
muted,
know how long.
Carl.
Normally it lasts for like an hour, right?
I think so.
So because we had a short rest, I would say that's GM's call on whether or not the spell deactivated, but actual mechanics of it is that it lasts an hour.
Yeah, up to an hour. Okay.
Well, I'll like I said, I'll take up rear guard. I'll stay behind everyone. I'll follow Druzzl. No, I'm following Gilwin. All right.
We're not that
Good,
far
yeah.
apart from each other anyways, so. And worst
Where
case
I am,
scenario,
I could get to both people in one turn. Like,
and worst case scenario, so could Gurk, and probably without having to dash to do it. And even if he did
Yeah.
dash, he could do it as a bonus action.
yeah. Speedy bastard.
Scream if you want me. No, but I can't see it on my phone anyway. That works.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Are there any breaks in that curtain, or do I have to go all the way to one end or the other to peek through it?
It was my plan. I was going to go peek at this closest corner if you didn't first.
Through it. That's 15 feet of movement, and I just kind of like poke my head through the curtain right there on the side.
Just a boop.
And look around. Well, you keep asking about dark vision like we don't have lights. I have torchlight. However far torchlight extends. Inventory. Nah, screw that. I literally will just. So I have my torchlight, but I'll literally cast light on like a pebble and just chuck the pebble in there. So I can light up quite a bit of it with just with the light spell. Actions, cantrips, light. Light creates a 20-foot radius, so 40-foot circle of light. So depending on how far I can huck it in there on top of my torchlight. Torches is also 40 feet, so arguably, done right, I could see up to 80 feet. Actually, that was. Where was I? Right there. 5, 10. So that was 15. So 20, 25, 30. All right, I'm going to put myself in the darkness, so you'll have to clear out the visual so I can see it. There we go. So that is where I currently am. So a 40-foot circle around that, and then the pebble is right here somewhere. Ah, well, I want to get rid of those, not create new ones. Move this. There we go. And then you never passed it on from fixed turn, so I can't pass it on. That's you, Keith.
I'm muted. I said sorry. I was reading work emails.
Ah.
All right. So, why is there a mouse over by Rowan?
There isn't a mouse by
I saw
Rowan.
that too.
That's where I threw the rock. The glowing
Oh,
rock.
okay. Looks like a mouse. All right. So let's see. So I'm gonna peek around behind this side of the curtain.
Did you have to double move to get there?
Just there. Yeah, if I moved to the curtain, I wouldn't have to double move.
Gotcha. Yeah, with 120 feet, you could probably clear that entire bottom area.
Excellent.
Druid.
I'm gonna yell at everybody that there's a giant crab here, and set a. Okay, is it hostile, or do I know that it's hostile?
What's your passive insight? Because that would let you know. If you know.
Passive insight is 17.
Devil
Nice.
crabs.
I'm gonna holler that we have mutated giant crabs.
What does mutated mean? That's a word I've never heard before.
That word exists yet?
Has it spotted him when he yells about the crabs?
Excellent.
It hisses like steam escaping.
And I'm gonna throw my hammer at it. Which means I have disadvantage on the roll. I know.
Oh.
All right, so that's nice. Yes.
Wait till we find out that it's only hostile because it was a guard dog and it was the civilians that summoned it.
Right. All right. I'm going to use key point for Kenshi shot, right? It's not a key point for Kenshi shot?
Kenshi shot says on any turn when you have spent a key point.
On mine it reads. Let's see here. Yeah, you can use a bonus action on your turn to make your ranged attacks with a Kenshi weapon more deadly. Oh, that's the bonus action, so that's not the. Yes. Where's my bonus action throw?
I think you do the bone. Oh, because you go to 2-weapon fighting? You can throw the weapon instead of making...
No, I had a. I think I've been using Kenshi shot wrong. Pretty sure we've been using it as a secondary weapon attack. Or I can throw my weapon again.
Oh, no, yeah, you just have to spend your bonus action to activate it. So it doesn't count as an extra attack.
Yep. I think we've been using that wrong.
Oh.
All right. Well, then I don't have anything else to do this turn. So I'm going to pass turn.
Oh, let's see. 10, 5, 10, 15, 20. 35 or... I can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Five, 10, 15, 20. Dash action. I will. Eldritch Blasted.
Double tap.
Nice.
Nice.
What is the... Oh, what did I do? Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, no, I didn't do that right. So let me do this again. Well, shoot. Yeah. Second shot. Well. That's all she wrote.
Is anybody standing directly next to the crab?
Not till my turn.
That's
You
okay.
also can't see it.
He can move within. He can move 50 feet to get there, though.
He can, yes.
I have swashbuckler. I can have that duelist thing, so I could get my sneak attack still.
30, 35. But yeah, but right now there's a curtain in between you and it. So let me see. 5, 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 feet to the curtain. So you would
And
have to
that's to
move
that
at
upper
least
corner,
35 feet. No, would be at an angle 2 squares behind Gilwyn Suddenly Wolves. So moving his character. This right there is 35 feet.
The rest
And
of us
that's-
had to go around the outside.
The rest of us had to go around. The rest of us are also not small creatures. Well, I am. So the theory is, at the speed that he moves and stuff, could he not go under the curtain? None of us were asked if we could go under the curtain. We asked if there were breaks in the curtain.
Yeah.
Can I cut a hole in the curtain and go through it?
Just Errol Flynn it.
The point is, you can make it to the curtain with 35 feet. After you make it to the curtain, if you don't go any further, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, you are 25 feet from the giant crab. So are you
So I'd
wanting
have-
to make a ranged attack or a melee attack?
Melee.
If you want to make a melee attack, you're going to have to use your finisher
Bonus
move at
action.
50 feet and then use your bonus action to get you the rest of the way there.
Right. Aware of
That's up.
that.
So is that what you want to do?
Yes.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35.
Wait. How much damage does the crossbow do?
Crossbow does a D8. It's a light crossbow, or a hand crossbow, or a heavy crossbow. Which one do you have?
I don't remember.
Hand. Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll stay on just on the monster side of the curtain, and I'll fire my crossbow. That's what I'll do. Because I still get sneak attack.
Do you? Does Swashbuckler say
Okay.
you need to be adjacent to it and nobody else?
Oh, you're right.
Yeah. So right now you would be just shooting it plain.
No, I want my sneak attack damage, so I'll go up right next to it.
Okay. You have. Technically, since he's running up next to it, it'll clear out more of the vision. Jaime, can you clear out some of the vision there? And then we'll move him. Because if he's got enough movement, he can place himself in such a way, like on the far side of the crab, I think. Yeah. You've got enough movement that you can place yourself on the far side of the crab if you want, Girk. Because if you do that, you give me advantage when I come running up.
Right. That would definitely be something I would do.
Woof. And I'm not going to make it in one turn anyways, so. Alright. Well, then Girk places himself right here, granting him his sneak attack. He doesn't have advantage, but he does have sneak attack. And now are you just going to rapier it, Girk?
Yes.
Nice. Yep, just activated on Girk. Ooh. I see that. Girk, you just took 21 damage by stabbing yourself in the gut as you swung.
Ow.
Uno reverse card. Fuck.
My silvery barbs, Girk, so he doesn't take that hit. Nice.
How much damage did I do?
17.
Nice. Yeah.
When you fail better than you succeed.
Hey, Carl.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to ruin your advantage.
That's okay. You just saved me ammo.
Yeah, you don't really run out of ammo with a sword. Yes.
$50. 50 feet gets me right to that curtain.
Aha.
I have 10 feet of movement left, and I try to peek through the curtain.
Meat boop.
Was that another altar?
It looks like it. More crab people.
More crabs. Well, that's annoying. And I just kind of glance over my shoulder. I'm standing right next to you, Girk. I glance over my shoulder and just go, 2 more. Do these ones look hostile too, Jaime? Okay. Ooh, describe the smell for me.
Earlier he said sulfur and brimstone.
Ah. Oh, okay. So they smell like molten rock and rotten eggs. Got it. Ooh, what's that thing? Oh, yay. Okay. So out loud, without giving away that I have allies behind how many allies I have behind the curtain, actually. When I get there, what I would actually say out loud as I'm passing turn is, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would say, the 7 of you look like you're up to trouble. And then I would just bonus action spring myself right there.
Boing.
And I literally yell, haha, the 7 of you look like you could be some fun or something, so that my allies hear me say the number 7 and know that we have 7 bad guys around the corner. But I want to make myself the center of attention. Hi, I'm a tank. Come at me.
Clickety clank, I'm the tank.
And frankly, I hope the party decides to use as many ranged attacks as they can in here, because on my next turn, I plan on casting Fog. But that's going to have to wait, because at the moment, if I can close all these open stinking windows, I have to... are we rolling new initiatives since we've entered the room here, Jaime, or are we keeping the ones we have? Okay. Yeah. That's rough. Oh, God. All right, well, I wanted to be the center of attention. Oh, boy.
Looks like you're getting your wish there.
Let's see what this 50 hit points can do to me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized my initiative isn't accurate in there anyways. My initiative's actually 3 higher than that. Not that it matters.
Well, isn't that special?
Not special. Why can't I modify my initiative on my character sheet? There it is. Miscellaneous modifier. Tree. Because this character sheet isn't calculating in that Harengon get to add their proficiency bonus to their initiative.
Huh.
So I actually have a +6 to initiative. I was wondering why it only said I had a +3.
Do you realize that I just stole another kill shot from somebody?
No, you didn't.
Didn't
Only
I?
two. No, you just took the second attack on it. And did the same amount of damage as the guy. The attack before it was what? Gurk's? Or I'm sorry, Cam's? Or was it Keith's?
No. Keith.
Keith's. No, it was your. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I tried. I missed.
Yeah, Druzzl
And then
did
looking
8.
back, I shouldn't have even been able to do that. But
Yeah, Druzzl did 8 damage, and you did 17, Gurk. So like, you didn't steal it. It was just you showed up and there was a target and you took it.
Fair enough.
Welcome back. I would have considered it a stolen attack if the thing was down to like 1 hit point and you ran up and did that. And then Jaime, just so you know, my initiative score, just in case we keep these for later encounters, my initiative score is actually 3 higher than is listed in there. It was a 16, not a 13. The system was not calculating that my race gets to add their proficiency bonus to their initiative.
You can update that. You have
Who,
to
me?
update it every time you have to update it every time your proficiency increases, but
I
you
already
click
have it
the little-
updated. I already did it.
Cool.
That's why I literally asked, why won't it let me? I said out loud, why won't it let me update my initiative? And then I found the little magnifying glass. Bring it. Balls. Wait. Wait. Yeah, fuck it. I ain't gonna spend a spell on that. Sure, it hits.
Neither am I. I'm saving them for critical.
Wait. I'm actually gonna go ahead and, yes, use it. I'm gonna trigger shield to give myself a +5 to armor class. So against the triggering attack, and until the beginning of my next turn, my armor class is 24. So. B.
and now that you are the center of attention,
That's why I went ahead and did shield, because I was like, I'll save shield for activating later, and then I was like, since it lasts a full frickin' turn, it would be smart of me to do it now before you guys get in here. So.
Mhm.
Yeah. Fuck! I can't count. I counted 2, then I counted 7, and then here comes another crab. I soliloquy. I'm done doing math today.
This is too much like real crabs, though,
Like, they just, yeah.
because that's how it is. Like, you start off, oh hey, a crab. Oh hey, 2 more crabs. Oh hey, 24 crabs.
Yeah. Go ahead and attack yourself, crab. That's fine.
It hurt itself in its confusion.
Advantage. Miss. While all these crabs are swinging at me, I'm like locked eyes with the devil the whole time, just bobbing and weaving. don't often get to play tank. I'm super excited this is going well. So the two times it should have been a hit, their claws, because they're just swinging claws, right? I like the idea, like visually, that they actually successfully get a hold of me, but when they go to squeeze their claw, they just can't. You know, like there's an invisible bubble around me that they're squeezing on before they have to let go. Ugh.
Ugh.
My character is getting more and more pissed off. I don't even worship Torm, but this is like showing up at the Vatican and somebody's defaced the Vatican. You know, like you just don't do it.
Yeah, you don't have to be Catholic to
Be
appreciate it.
bothered by that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your turn.
Cool. I'm gonna go around the top of this. Around here. That's not where I want to finally move. Cool. Was what I wanted to know. 15, 20, 5, 10, 35. So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move right here. And do it again, Carl.
I was talking to myself. It's okay.
At least I can hear you to tell you you're muted. Okay. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to attack or if I want to bless. Okay. I know you're close enough. You know what? Yeah, we're going to cast Bless with a Pact Magic slot on pick myself. Not the whole character sheet, and Rowan, and then that was an actual spell. So I can't do a bonus level again actual spell. Okay. So with that being an action, you know, I'm going to spend a key point and take Patient Defense. So I took the dodge action.
Not already back there, and I didn't see it, Jaime. Oh, I didn't realize it. If I had, I would have brought him with me.
I had saw it and I just didn't think anything of it.
Well, I took the dodge action. And I can't find a thing for it.
The only thing I can really do, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. That'll get me right to the other side of the curtain. And that's perfect because I can then just spam Eldritch Blast. I'm going to start with Crabs 7. That's a miss. Second one. Hit. Cool. And as a bonus action, make Carl proud of me and I'll hex the devil.
What skill do you give him disadvantage on? Or attribute?
That's a good
rather.
one. Yeah, it's a saving throw. Well, everything I could do is Dex or Strength to him, I think.
So target Dex or Strength.
Yeah, I'll just do Dex. And that's all I can do.
Can I get behind one of them to gain combat advantage?
You could basically facing any of them, you would get it because Carl's dead center.
All right, then I'll move to the one closest to me.
That one is damaged, if that matters.
Not really.
In my opinion, yes, it matters. That's the one he wants. But that's me.
Fair enough.
I'm a big fan of same targets, even in MMOs. Like, target the little guys before you do the big one. Handle the mobs before you handle the boss. And always go for the one that's already damaged. Unless that player specifically is like, that's my target.
See, my thoughts of combat don't come from video games. But when I was taught combat, it's engage as many targets as possible, as as safely as possible. But
I mean, that's how a tank feels, so I completely agree with you in character.
yeah.
Girk, are you just going to sneak attack it?
Yes.
Sticky stabby.
So Jaime, he has advantage and sneak attack.
Instant death.
Nice. How much did I do? Nice. That is my turn.
Huzzah.
Bring it on, Spike boy. No, actually, I would bring it on, Spike.
Spiky boy.
What language does his profane tongue come out in? Okay. Another spicy boy. Sweet. So you know he's aiming at a 26 armor class. Him in particular is aiming at a 26 armor class. I'm not worried about that. Unless he nat 20s, he's still probably going to miss. Jesus. I'm getting a little nervous. How many multi-attacks does he have? Okay. Woo. Yeah, I don't see him paying attention to me since I'm already surrounded.
Druzzl.
I want. Cool. I want to see if the dodge thing that I applied works. If not, we'll have to do disadvantage.
Sweet.
Huzzah.
It dropped a 20.
I know.
Ooh. Oof.
We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn.
Burn, motherfucker, burn.
I'm... Okay.
Oh, God.
Raggy.
Am I in any way aware of what caused this? I have a passive... Oh, I was about to say I have a passive perception of 15, a passive investigate of 20, and a passive insight of 15. Twenty. Awesome. So I'm left currently trying to decide whether I try to end this fight swiftly or make my move towards the altar. No, I'm sorry. I gotta try to end the fight quickly. Yeah, I gotta end the fight quickly. So for my action, see this for a second, read it. No, not draw mode. I need pointers, I need a circle, and I need it to come from, damn it. Oh, can I draw it elsewhere? Yep, and then drag it. Why did it stop at one square? Expand, thank you. Is that a radius 20 and it's calling it 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah.
I'm in danger.
Nope. All the enemies now have disadvantage on anything they attack. As a
Oh,
fog
cool.
cloud fills in that area. And it just emanates from me and starts rolling out. Mark that spell slot. And then...
Can we see them?
No, you guys see a bank of fog.
Hmm.
I have blind sight of 10 feet, so I can see every single one of them. So I actually have advantage on all my attacks against them, and they have disadvantage. And they also don't know where the fog bubble ends, and I do. Ha 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 ha. I'm going to action surge or whatever, the fighter ability, to use a second action. And I need to read this. Every creature within 10 feet of me, which is no allies, correctly? Correct? Oh, damn it.
Yep.
Fick, I don't want to hit you with my AoE, but if I use my AoE, I can hit every single one of them.
I can take half damage.
I
Just
invoke-
know that if you hit me with your AoE, you're getting a cinematic punch to the jaw.
From Fick, I doubt it. You punch me in the jaw, I might slit your throat. From Crixus, I'd accept it. Come on, Fick randomly hitting somebody because he got too close? I don't see that. Really? I see more like Fick
Depends
giving
on
me
what.
shit.
Yeah.
Giving me shit for it? Yes. Just punching me for it?
Depends if we're drinking or not.
I could definitely
If we're
see you being. I could definitely see you calling it a. You owe me one, or vice versa, because you took the hit from me. I owe you one. But all of them, Jaime, need to make strength saving throws. And before I do that, I use my. Oh, I can't. I'm not gonna do my bonus action that way. So yeah, they all make strength saving throws. 9 up. They have to beat much higher than that. They have to beat 16. If I drop this spell on them, do you think it should? I'll just have to drop it individually, but it'll force them to roll it, correct? Do you want me to try it that way?
You should be able to target all of them at the same time by holding control and then either clicking on their icons or clicking on them in the combat tracker and then just drop it all at once. Then just drop it in the chat box.
So click and drag the dice and drop it. Also, This has the save wrong. This has the save set as 15. How do I modify that? Because the save should be 16.
At this point, we would probably just add 1 to your modifier and figure it out once.
I just figured it out.
Okay. Bam.
Do you know what
That
time it is?
A lot of information all at once.
It's
It's time to
4:38.
take you guys. It's time to take you guys outside for a cigarette.
So Giant Crab 2 fails for... Yeah. 3 succeeded, 4 failed, 8 failed, 6 failed, 5 failed, Barb Devil 2 succeeded, Fix succeeded, Barb Devil 1 failed. So now, if I click and drag the damage, it should auto-proc what it needs to on all of those?
Yes.
It should.
Okay. Anyone that I succeeded on cannot take reactions.
Cool.
So I'm trying to figure out who or rather,
That'd be- It'd be Barb Devil 2, Giant Crab 3, and Fick.
well, all the other ones. Sorry, other way around, Keith.
Oh.
Anyone that I succeeded
Failed.
on.
Okay, yes.
So anyone that failed can't take reactions. Anyone that succeeded, I need to know about. So Barb Devil 2, we can ignore. Fick, we can ignore. Who was the other one that succeeded?
Crab.
Giant Crab 3 can technically hit me with an attack of opportunity if I try to move away. Which I'm gonna. I was about to say, yeah, my creature should give it the thing. Oh yeah, so I ain't even gonna use my deflect attack. Sweet. But I do leave the horse there. Okay. And then, finally, after all of that nonsense, I pass turn. So they hopefully think that I'm still in the middle because they can't see anything. Except the movement of my horse. And hopefully my horse can accept that it just became the target of all that nonsense. How do I de-target all of those guys? Because I'm currently still targeting them all.
Controlling
all
click.
again.
Okay. It has more than that if it doesn't know I'm there. So the question is, what's its passive perception? With a 9, it might assume somebody's standing next to it, but does it know what square I'm in? Because if not, it can roll its attack all day long. It's still going to attack the wrong square. Hell, he might accidentally attack the barbed devil standing next to him. That's the joy of fog.
People.
It's 15. Yep. Let me. I think this might be my new favorite tanking technique. Yes, it is. Confirm. It has 19 remaining. It can also repair itself as an action. Or, I didn't realize this, but its repair ability straight up says to itself or to one construct or object within 5 feet of it. So that's good to know. A Warforged Artificer having a this thing, I forget what it's called, Defender, suddenly just became a better tactic because they can heal their parent creature.
Yeah.
Crab 7 is dead. We could probably remove him from the initiative tracker. It can't throw its weapon.
Its claw falls off.
Awesome. Found it, by the way. That action that allows me to throw my weapon as a bonus action. It's called Key Fueled Attack.
There you go. I knew it was somewhere in there.
I knew I had one. Okay. Giant Crab 2 is a little bit far through everybody. So I'm... how come I'm control clicking as the horse?
Because he's the person you would have had highlighted. I figured that out earlier. I control clicked as Gurk accidentally. So make sure you highlight yourself on the map and then control click.
Interesting. Cool. All right. So I'm going to attack. Actually, I'm going to move in here. Then I'm going to attack Giant Crab 8 with a ranged attack.
Disadvantage, sir. Sorry.
All right.
I only took the route that I did specifically because I'm going for that altar.
Come on, boys. Inside.
16 to hit. Yes.
Giant Crab 8. Yep.
All
Come on,
right.
Ichigo.
Max damage.
Yeah, exactly. Max damage. It is dead.
Oh.
Dead.
It didn't die.
Oh, and I didn't explain it when I invoked my attack that was the AoE. It was I turned into an octopus made out of dark energy.
Come.
I invoked a great old one by the name of Hadar, the Dark Hunger, and tendrils of dark energy erupted from me to battle everybody.
Ichigo, come.
Nice.
One of the few AoEs I have. What? My lore there or something else? We're all warlocks. We all have one level. Oh yeah. But you got to know something to hunt it. Also,
Yeah.
he gets that from his genie warlock. So he's a witch, but is he really a witch or right? Because I mean, he's a genie.
Okay.
Move, move.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna move into the fog bank here, so that I'm flanking Giant Crab 6, and use my bonus action. Where is it? Yeah, I'm gonna spend a key point, and I'm gonna hit it twice with unarmed attacks. And since I'm flanking, I have advantage, but since I'm in fog, I have disadvantage, so it's a normal roll.
Yep.
So, 24 to hit Crab 6.
What's that D4 you're using?
That D4 is because I have Bless on. It's also on
Nice.
you, and it's on Fick. Because I did
Nice.
that last turn.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
nice. Fuck these guys. This particular
We're
group of
having
bad
crab
guys
cake
expected
tonight.
to have us. Yeah,
We've got
See
you
that?
surrounded exactly where we want you.
exactly where we want you. I kind of hope Gilwin yelled that in game.
All right. So 24 to hit that crab hits it. Which means cool. It's dying.
Crack.
Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I move and then continue my bonus action?
Yeah. Wait, no. The
'Cause
only
I
action
still
you
have
can
an unarmed
interrupt.
strike.
The only action you can wait, you have the unarmed strike as a.
Flurry of blows gives you 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So I used one. I still have another.
Jaime, there's not actually a rule for this. This is going to have to be a DM fiat. The
Yeah.
rules say you can interrupt a movement to do things, but the rules do not tell us whether or not you can interrupt an action or a bonus action to do things.
Okay. So then
And that makes
I get to
sense.
attack. It does.
I'm not mad about that.
Not at all. So I'm gonna attack crab 4 with disadvantage. This is the only other thing within range. Of course. For a miss. And I
Then
did
climb
roll
on top
just
of the crab you dropped, finishing your move.
I mean, crab 6 is dead. No, it was. Oh yeah, that one's dying.
Yeah.
Sure. So I'm gonna step up onto the crab that's dying. And
The corpse.
It's not a corpse yet.
Oh, well,
Maybe
yeah,
in
I
a
guess.
minute.
Yeah.
I kind of want to resurrect him now and name him Corpse Crab.
Corpse crab.
Come on, everyone knows this is like the John Wick universe rules where bodies just disappear.
Yeah.
And we don't have a necromancer.
I need to
until
rewatch
Footman.
those movies because I don't remember the bodies disappearing.
He showed it to me.
I
If I yank somebody away, will it give somebody else an attack of opportunity? Okay. That's what I thought, but I just wanted to make sure. So that means I'm going to just run forward and slash at Giant Crab 5.
With advantage and disadvantage.
So just regular.
normal.
Yep.
For 17. Yay, I killed it. Or it's dying. What do I have
And
as
or
bonus action?
finish any further movement.
Yeah, I can move. I'll move.
Shit, somebody could. Never mind. I was about to say, shit, somebody could climb on the back of my horse, but never mind. My horse is a medium creature. None of you guys can, except for me and Fick.
Yeah, not me.
How does mounted combat work?
It just works. There's really no special
It's-
mechanics to mounted combat except that on your move action, you can use its move instead of yours, and then on its action, it can also move. So when you're mounted, so long as it's sentient, it can also move. In this case, that's him.
I don't have any other bonus actions or anything. Not that would come in handy.
Fun. Um. Yeah, I'm gonna. Is there anybody that I would have advantage on?
The
Let-
one that's nearest him is already knocked down, isn't it? 5?
Yeah, that one's dying.
Even without that dash, Jaime, he can move anywhere within that fog square with just his base movement.
Yeah.
Because he's got a base movement of 50, so long as he is got that bumper shoot in
Umbrella.
one hand, the umbrella in one hand.
He can get behind Barbed Devil and give himself advantage against me. And
Yeah, he
then
could
can also
grant
have
any of
advantage.
you guys advantage he could get from.
Yeah.
So he could swap to the Barbed Devil, he could go to Crab 2, Crab 3, or Crab 4.
Barb Devil.
Cool. He gives Druzzl advantage on Crab 3 at that one.
Yep. It's exactly. I was thinking the same dang thing. I just realized I think that's where they got their combat mechanics for the miniatures of this game.
And I'm gonna use my rapier.
Sticky stabby.
Yay. Yes. Oh, the top
Wow.
one's more powerful.
Yeah. That's all right. We can argue that until now, Fick's just been going easy on all of them.
You fool. I've been.
I have to tell you something. I am not left-handed. That's sort of how I pictured. He's been using the magic one the whole time, but he's just been using it in his offhand. Raw.
Stabby.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
Love a +2 weapon.
No, I'm good.
Rounded. Oh, I was hoping I was still annoying enough. Oh well.
You really think you
did
can
just get
out-annoying a gnome?
Yeah,
Bro,
he did just get stabbed.
Yeah, and that's after all the stuff I did to him. You did one attack. So I stand by, I'm pretty annoying.
Yeah, fair.
You hurt him, I annoyed him. So the question
He
is,
had turned.
for him, is he more annoyed or more hurt? Obviously, he's
He had-
more hurt. Thus the choosing of the target.
Yeah.
And also, to be fair, with multi-attack, he could attack both of us. Did he roll that with disadvantage? Yes. Meh. Aha! That says it's a hit. That would be a hit, yeah. Don't forget him rolling at me. Him in particular has a 2 higher armor class. I have partial cover to him because of the creature on my face. I figure that's the best way to do it, since I wear a creature as a mask, is to just whoever I'm looking at, and so I just declare that he's the one I'm looking at. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be okay with that. So what I'm going to do is go to my actions here, and I'm going to burn my... Where are you? Psionic energy dice to reduce the damage to me by 1d6 plus 4. So I reduce that by 7 and take 10. But I have vulnerability, so it's doubled, first off. Right? That's how vulnerability works. So he actually dealt me 32. Right? 34.
How long did
34.
the vulnerability last?
So 34 minus, I reduced it by 7. Woohoo. Fuck. I really should have just recast shield. That's upsetting as hell. Okay, well that hurt. So what did we say? 34 minus 7 is 27. I'm at 24 hit points. I was bloodied in a single shot.
Damn.
Wait, is that calculated right? 24. So I wrote it in as 24 wound. Is that correct? Since it was 24 damage? Okay. Okay. Cool. I took it.
Like a redheaded stepson.
At this point, I would actually yell as my soliloquy to get as far back from the altar as you can to the party. The altar, it weakens us. Get as far from it as you can till I have destroyed it. Until it is destroyed. Rolling anywhere in particular? It has disadvantage on both of them, so that's okay. He burned himself and blinded himself for 1d4 rounds. So maybe just the brightness is what did it. Maybe the fog backflashed when he tried to throw it in there. So he doesn't take the damage, but still blinded. Which in this particular case changes nothing. He still just has disadvantage on his next attack. This is a giant stone cathedral, right? Yeah, I'm not worried about that fire. Putting out a fire is easy. Yep. Okay, now I have to ask the GM a question. Given my investigation and my knowledge and my arcane and whatnot, can I roll an arcane to disable this thing? Like use magic device effectively via an arcana check, or do I have to like destroy it? Passive invest. Oh, okay. I was about to say the passive 20 doesn't give me that. Oh. Cool, I'll take a 22. Okay. Yay.
It's exciting.
Dude, it's so exciting. I am so loving having access to my character sheet and everything right now.
I bet.
It's been like a year since I've had manual control of myself.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was right around this time your laptop took a shit on you.
Yep. Can I reply in a whisper? Do I just type /WGM?
Or /R. I don't. You could try /R test.
Yeah, I'm typing /reply right now, so. /reply works. Yeah, because if not, I'm just gonna worry about defeating the bad guys before I worry about the altar. Back at the very center, where there's a body. That's a long way away. And we don't have any clerics in our party, do we?
No.
Depends.
Well,
Depends on what you need me to do.
Pray over some stuff. It would take 10 rounds.
Oof. I mean, yeah.
I'm a god. I can pray.
Oh god. I have no idea what would happen if Girk tried to handle this altar.
this would be fun.
My character doesn't necessarily believe he's a god though, so I also wouldn't volunteer that.
I can't remember if Gilwyn was in the camp fully yet or not.
When was in the camp fully with what?
Believing that Girk is a god. Yeah.
You were pretty nonchalant about it before, in that like it
Cool backstory, bro.
you could take it or leave it. Yeah, that was exactly cool backstory, bro. Was
That's
the way
kind
you
of-
would
yeah.
act about it up till now.
Pretty much,
Well, there's
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bad guys left. I can thwack things, or I can try to go out of my way to get that.
Black?
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna thwack. So, because it is my intention to thwack, combat tracker, crab 2 is taking heavy damage. Okay. At this point, I take my. So I've had a sword in one hand and a torch this whole time. So I drop the torch, and draw my other sword. First things first. Crab directly south of me, which I'm going to have to roll this in Beyond because I don't have Fusroda in the game yet. Oh, I actually should have rolled that with advantage, which I can't. There we go. 24 to hit the crab directly south of me, which
Plus a
is
D4.
crab 2. Plus a d4, but it hits. That's what matters. Oh, looks like you have the damage dice wrong, Jaime, on Fusroda, as compared to what it says in its stats. Let me read Fusroda. Yeah, so you have it set to 2d6 and 2d8, and in the writing, it's 2d4 and 2d6. I mean, I'm fine. I just can't roll it as 2d4 very easily right now, unless I, just click 2 4s and roll it. 2d4 plus 5, manual mathing. Ugh. Oh, but it also does the bonus d8 thunder damage, yes? So it's 2d4 plus a d8 plus 5. So, all dice together now. Yeah, but listed in the top in the actual damage stats, it says 2d6 plus 5 and 2d8 plus 5. And it didn't auto-roll the thunder damage either, but it did just now when I rolled it. And then you asked me that question, and I forgot what it was. I need the log now.
We're also on
And
plus
log,
5.
what was my
You rolled
last
8.
roll? 8 plus 5. So yeah, 13 damage. 13 magical damage as my... Why is it only reading as a plus 5? It's also not factoring in... Nope, that's right, plus 5. Why is the other one reading as a plus 6? Oh, the other one's reading as a plus 6 because it's a plus 2 weapon. Okay, so that's right. 13 damage. To number 2.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Barbed Devil 1. Then gets
Was that StarCraft?
kind of.
Yes.
Oh, I just realized I don't need to have my torch. Fuck that. My lightsaber's been out the whole time. It does the same thing as a light spell, which is the same distance as a torch. So I have a +6 to hit with that. Or plus, yeah. Oh, well, I rolled that one offline too. 24 plus a d4 to hit with my lightsaber, and that's against the Barbed Devil. I need to drag the Sunblade on my character sheet. And if I do, then I can roll it in here next time. So I'll do that when it's not my turn. For a d8 plus 2 damage. For 10 damage to the Barbed Devil. Ten to the Barbed Devil. Magic. 10 magic. Radiant. Radiant, in fact. Sweet. And then I'm going to pass turn. And while I'm passing turn, I'm going to go see if I can find the Sunblade in the magic items on Fantasy Grounds and drag it onto my character sheet. Oh, and I move right here, where I just moved my character, and I say to Gurk, to Fick, back in the center of the room, there is a giant hand of Torm. I need you to go see if there's, because you have the highest movement speed, I need you to go see if there is if there's holy water there. Because holy water can be used to destroy the altar.
Okay.
Because otherwise this altar is going to keep fucking with us.
All right. If I remember right, if I push on the broom, I can get 200 feet of movement a turn.
You can get 150 a turn.
150.
Yeah. But that'll be when it becomes your turn. Currently it's the crabs. That is a hit. Dink, dink.
Minimum damage. Ow.
That's a persistent horse. Hmm.
Automatic miss. There we go.
This is really weird.
What's weird, Carl?
Well, it's not calculating my attack roll correctly. I know why. Boop, boop, boop. Let me try this instead. And this instead. I don't use strength or dex with my attacks. I actually can use intelligence with my melee attacks. All of them, so long as my items are magic weapons. Okay, so yeah, that is weird. It's not factoring in the weapons bonus, even though I dragged the Sunblade over directly from the thing. It doesn't even call it the Sunblade. It calls it asterisk, asterisk, longsword hilt, asterisk, asterisk.
Weird.
So. Ooh, how?
What was that? And why? Oh.
You'd think that they're from hell,
It
that they'd be immune to
balls.
fire.
They are.
They are, probably. My character's like, fucking do it. I almost asked somebody to cast Thaumaturgy before we picked this fight on me, just so that I could yell at the top of my lungs, come and get it. Fuck. Searching out bad guys.
Cool. I'm...
Who the hell are they alerting? All they can see is fire and fog.
Right.
Through the fire and the fog.
Is there like 1 pixel where I can grab myself? Thank you.
I also realized after the fact, Keith, you didn't have to place yourself on top of the crab in the first place. I can
Nope.
cause disadvantage as long as I'm adjacent. The horse is adjacent. Yeah, the horse has to be adjacent to the target that's doing the thing. It doesn't have to be adjacent to the ally.
Excellent. I'm going to move Caddy Corner for Giant Crab 4 and attack it melee. For 19 to hit. Or 8 damage. Awesome. Let's see here. I am then going to take an additional step sideways and end up next to Rowan. And I'm going to punch Giant Crab 3 once.
Yeah.
Right in its crabby dome.
Assuming I can, yeah. For a 24 to hit. Unarmed. 4 damage. And that is going to end my turn.
Hey, Suddenly Wolves, do you have any slots to Suddenly Wolves?
I do.
Or actually, you also haven't shapeshifted in a while.
Yeah. Delicious. Yeah, I've still got 2 third level spell slots. I think we should take out the threats that are immediate. So, I'll start with the scimitar against the iron devil, or against the barbed devil.
Number 1 or number 2?
Number 1.
One adjacent
Okay.
to him. Yes, number
Yeah.
1. You can't see that.
The
I just
one I was,
realized.
the one that I was hitting.
Yes. 15. Or 6 damage. Partially resisted. I wonder why.
Because it wasn't magical.
It is
It is
magical.
Oh,
Yep. So on your character sheet, Gillen, if you go to your inventory.
I see it.
I'm sorry.
It has it in
well,
the description, but ow.
Yeah, it should have it in the. I'm sorry, on the actions tab. It should actually have it in the damage box. It'll say damage, and then below it there'll be words, comma words if there's multiple things. Mine, for instance, on that Sunblade says 1d8 plus 6 damage, and then right below it it says radiant, comma magic. And the way you change that is just by clicking the magnifying glass, and then you can put
Yeah.
type.
Yeah. So should I re-roll the damage, or?
I can put it in at the correct damage.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was your action, and then
And then, oh, I'm supposed to do an extra necrotic damage to him. How much?
yes, you are an extra d6
An extra d6. Roll that.
because you hadn't procced your hex.
Yep. 4.
come on, boys. Inside.
Necrotic damage.
I haven't even been paying attention, but I'm also supposed to be doing a bonus 3 damage and a bonus d4 damage.
Come. Ichigo,
Oh,
come.
I guess I can add a d4 to him too.
Yeah, if you trigger your favorite foe. I keep forgetting to trigger my favorite foe.
Yeah.
I wouldn't waste a
I'll-
favorite foe on him right now. He's already pretty low.
Okay. That's pretty much it.
Come on.
I don't need to. Yeah, I'm good. Good for now. Pick.
I'm out of there. I'm heading back to the Handicrom to get the holy water.
Jaime, assuming there is holy water and assuming that this is where it's at, he can make it there and back to there without provoking an attack of opportunity. So long as he uses his bonus action to
Disengage.
disengage. If he doesn't use his bonus action to disengage, he can move another 50 feet from there. So he can basically come back all the way to where he was. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. No, he could come back to standing right next to Druzzl. Yeah, so it's up to you, Girk. Do you
I'm
do
gonna
you
take
use?
the disengage because I still have the vulnerable and I don't want to mess with that.
Okay. So the question is there holy water here? So here? Okay. Oh, okay. So I will remath 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. 45 feet to get to there, and then he can come back another 5 feet. You found some holy water in the hand of Torm. It's probably
Yay.
the only water that hasn't dried up around here.
What about his bonus action?
He used it to disengage,
Yeah.
so that he wouldn't take attacks of opportunity.
I must have been outside getting my water for that part.
He's just swinging wildly.
Fuck a duck.
Dropped an 18.
Does anybody close to me have silvery barbs?
Mm-mm.
Okay, give me a second.
Can I do silvery barbs? Am I close enough?
I don't know the silvery barbs range. You're also on the other side of a curtain from me, so no. Whoop, wrong character sheet. And it's an attack. Well, is there a damage type to this attack? Okay. Oh wait, I'm a dumbass. I can silvery barbs once a day.
Oh.
So I guess that's where I'm going to trigger it. Roll again and take the lower. Because I forgot. That's my second infusion right now. Is a silvery barbs tattoo. It's the what? One more die and you use the lowest of the 3 die.
A 3.
And I give advantage, even though it doesn't matter, to my horse.
Aha.
I know. Dude, you have me over here shitting my pants, and I've had like constipation for 3 days.
Oh no.
You just saved my medical health over there, buddy.
My bowel. He rolled a 369.
Definitely misses.
I've never used fog to help a whole party tank before, but from now on, this is a battle tactic we remember. Any of you guys know how to cast Create Water?
Nope.
Nope.
From carrier pigeon? Oh.
In your head.
Thank God.
Backup has arrived.
I tell him I can't talk because I'm busy sanctifying an altar amidst a horde of angered crabs and devils.
Hellhounds in a fire.
And with hellhounds and a fire to boot.
So Kirk's
I can just see the message cutting off mid sentence because he just doesn't give a fuck about how many words.
I don't know. I sort of see it because it's Fick saying it back that like every third word comes through, so it's enough for it to get heard.
It takes a half second or a second or so before it actually kicks in.
Yeah, I know. I learned that the hard way.
Cool.
Ah,
Top of the enigma.
kind of seems to me that Fantasy Grounds only takes the level 1 set of stats on the character into consideration, then everything else has to be manually figured out.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had to add my monk stuff into speed manually.
He's on his way, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can Step of the Wind as a bonus action. Which is the same as Girk's thing.
Nice.
Yeah, so yeah, he technically, by using Step of the Wind, he can do his movement a bonus action as an action, a bonus action, and a move action.
Yeah.
So for 3
Yeah.
times his total movement. Hey, can Cirque wield shields? Oh, never mind.
No.
I'm still actively trying to make sure all our magic items don't get ignored. I've also been telling you my horse's armor class wrong. His armor class is 16. I just forgot. He's wearing my cloak, my cloak of protection. So he gets a +1 to his armor class. Oh. Okay. Zoom my ass back in over here. Apparently I'm still targeting the barbed devil. That's just fine.
Like that.
With my main hand. Huh. 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 No, this time I let the lightsaber clatter. I stopped using my sunblade for a second. With my main hand, roll with advantage thing. Stop re-rolling it, just roll it with advantage. For 22 plus a d4 to hit. Okay, so with my main hand, he takes 2d6 plus 5 plus 3, because I'm going to go ahead and factor that in, because I keep forgetting to. So 2d6 plus 8. So 16 damage from Fusroda. And then as a bonus action, which I need to put this on my character sheet as well, I didn't realize, is my horse's horse-empowered rend. Which I do... Stop it. Also with advantage. And I roll a 16 plus 7 for a 23 to hit. And this is magical force damage. He takes 3, 4, 7 damage from the horse. Wow, that's it? What's a Maragon? Why is it here?
Who or what is an Amerigon?
Another devil.
Oh.
All right. All right. Fudge me. I don't want to provoke an attack of opportunity. I guess that.
What the fuck?
I just passed turn. I just passed turn. I don't want nothing to do with that.
You rolled it public. We're gonna mind you.
Yeah. Oh, I could have done more damage. Oh well. Okay.
It has a punchable face. Actually, no. No. The more I look at it, the more disturbing it gets. What the fuck? It's got mouths all over it.
Yep.
I mean, yeah. Yes. I was kind of rooting for him. I don't know why.
Which one? Oh,
3.
Yeah, he is. He's heavily wounded. Miss. Technically, he would have missed last turn if I'd have had the AC right, but... I'm just glad everything's surrounded in curtains because at the moment that fog is going to sit right where it's at.
Goody. Yep. Yep. Hmm. So we can walk through each other's squares, right?
Yes.
Okay. So as to not provoke an attack of opportunity from Crab 3, I'm going to walk through Rowan's square
To
to
there.
be catty corner of the barbed devil with Gillen.
Ah.
And then I'm going to smack the barbed devil with my hammer.
And I smash it with my hammer.
Pretty much. For a 15 to hit.
15.
Or 10 damage. Then I'm going to punch the giant crab 3.
Boop. Actions. I believe the fog just stays until the spell is cast, or until wind blows it out of the way. But let me double check that. Concentration lasts up to an hour. Yep. Though, okay, so that's something we need to discuss. According to two different spots of D&D 5e, when I cast another concentration spell, so one spot says when you cast another concentration spell, you drop the first one. The other spot says when you begin concentrating on another spell, you drop the first one. Which are you using? Because you can cast a spell that requires concentration and not concentrate on it, so that it only lasts one turn. Okay. Okay. Good to know.
I'm going to
Yeah.
punch this guy now. Or
Lorelei.
Or I'm going to punch this guy now. So that was the giant crab 3. Yeah.
If you want
So I wanted to do it so that I
romantic,
could hit the devil hard with my hammer and then punch the crab, because theoretically, crab's heavy on damage. I could potentially kill it just by punching it.
Just a gentle
Like
boop.
that.
Yeah.
It's about dang time. In a minute, I'm gonna need a. Sorry. Just turn my mic off for a second while I sing that song.
No. No.
It's okay. We can hear.
Apparently, you are
Mike.
forbidden from turning your mic off.
For the record, you can all hear me through if I walk into the living room.
No, they can't.
I could hear
Really,
it.
really?
They can
Yeah,
only
Yeah,
hear
Keith,
you if you walk
I can
into the
hear
living
myself
room.
whenever I walk into the living room,
Hang on.
Interesting.
but it's my voice. My voice carries.
All right, so that was movement, action, bonus action, pass turn.
I'm here. And then after this, I need to take my dogs out. I am vulnerable. I haven't been hit yet. I shouldn't have said that. I will just go ahead and I'll just go ahead and slash at Barb Devil 1. And I miss. Womp womp. there anything else I can do? There really isn't. Nothing that'll be super effective, so I'll just pass my turn, and then I'm gonna go feed. Not feed. I'm gonna go let my dogs out. I'll be here. I just won't be at my computer.
35, 40, 45, 50. Here's 50 foot of movement, because I assume you're going back to put out to destroy the altar, right, Fick?
Correct.
So that's 50 feet right there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Those are both dead. 40, 45. He can get. This is 45 feet. Technically, he's like right there on top of the giant crab. I just didn't stack him. That would be 45 feet. So that would put him there as his bonus action and his move action. So he would still have his action. Out of game, do I just tell him he can dump it on there and that's all he's got to do? Cool. Dump it on there. That's all you got to do.
I look up and say, "Here you go, cousin. Don't say I never did nothing for you."
I would like to
And
fight
dump
for
what?
Girk to get an inspiration for saying that as a prayer to Torm. Here you go, cousin. That was pretty good roleplay. Yay, Girk, you got an inspiration.
Yay! And I don't.
Damn. Can he give it to somebody else? Yes, he can legally give it to somebody else. But can he give it to someone else then? Jaime?
Who needs
Give me your
one?
inspiration. I think we all do.
Go ahead.
I'll take it.
Yeah, give it to Gilwin.
Will do.
I needed it for my last time attack.
And I break the vial over the altar to spread the water out.
Well, it was probably not a vial, Girk. There was probably like a scooping cup back there with it, and you probably would have just scooped it up in the cup.
Oh, fair enough. I was imagining like an apothecary glass vial.
Yeah, but this is a church, so it would have looked more like a bird bath filled with water.
Fair enough.
Or in this case, it was probably the actual palm of the hand holding the water.
All right, and I do that in pass turn.
Come on, huzzah!
Cool. Good, because on my next turn, I'm going to put out the fire.
I bet that's soothing. They get.
I just stinking bet.
Hell yeah.
Dirty 20? Yeah. Thank God you don't have vulnerability anymore, Fick.
Right?
No. I don't have anything I can do. He could technically silvery barbs if he's got spell slots. I don't know if he has available spell slots.
I do, but I'm saving those for crits.
Ah.
Yeah, that's his thing.
When I'm around the bad guys, don't get crits. That's my philosophy. I take half because I choose to from just damage.
Yeah, because his rogue level's high enough. He has evasion. He could literally just be like, I take half from that damage, and then if a spell would do him half damage, he can just be like, I take none. It's straight up just like evasion was in the previous ones. But I think that's a reaction. It might just be something he can do. I can't see his character sheet, so I can't answer that. Uncanny dodge, yeah. He gets evasion at 7. And then at level 7, he gets evasion, which is nimbly dodge out of the way of area effects. When you're subjected to an effect that allows a dexterity save, you take only half, and you instead take no damage if you succeed on a saving throw. And
I can dodge 5.
did you just say you can dodge fireballs? You cut
Yeah.
out when you talked, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen at 7. At this level, you can just
Can
use a reaction to dodge anything for half, but you only get 1 reaction a turn. Remember that.
Right.
The barbed devil is? Oh. Well, on the plus side, that means he can't attack us. Ha 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 ha. I thought once the grappled condition is applied, you can't do a normal melee attack. Yeah, I'm not even considering that. What I am considering is that I think the grapple condition says it. I'm not looking for a guide to grapple. I'm looking for the DM Beyond. You know, keep playing. I'll look this up on my own. Do it as you've done it. I'll look it up on my own. Okay. This H, a casting shield. That's my last spell slot. Yeah, it brings me up to 24. And against that barbed devil, 26.
Yep.
Okay. Auto miss. Miss. Yay, Cirque. Amount equal to his monk level. And for the record, grapple is simplified in 5e. So some things that you try to grapple will also put the grappled condition on you because you are wrestling with the target. But it literally says in the rules that it'll specify that. So yeah, if it doesn't specify that he cannot continue attacking with his other attacks, he can keep attacking with his other attacks.
Yeah, because I was going to say the giant scorpion has the ability to grapple with both claws and still attack with its tail.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the rules say it will specify. So if it doesn't specify, then we have to assume there's no specification. It can keep rolling.
Yep.
I just realized none of us technically even know the fire is there, other than the fact that we see some sort of flames shining brightly through the fog.
Well,
It would
it'd
probably
more
be
of an
making the
orange
fog
flicker.
worse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
would
what I'm
be-
saying. It's enough that we know that there's something bright over there. I can put out the fire enough to not be worried about it anymore. That's for sure. Because I assume really the only thing flammable right there is the curtain, Jaime, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to not provoke any attacks of opportunity. I'm gonna move there, but before I do anything else, I want to count my squares. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Cool. Screw it, I'll be a smartass. Because those guys are all unconscious, right? The two giant crabs. Cool. So without provoking an attack of opportunity, I just use my bonus action to leap over there. As an action, so as I'm flying through the air, I yell, Foos! And as I land, I go, Row! And I swing the sword. Da! And I throw Gust of Wind. Gust of Wind extinguishes fires in a 10-foot square, 60-foot line. It also hits those, the Maragon and Hellhound 2. So I'll have to target them. Let me see. Control, deselect that guy. Control. And they make a strength saving throw or are pushed 15 foot away from me in the straight line. And they apparently 2 squares, or that 10 foot in front of me, 10 foot wide in that line, fog is dispersed, so they can see me. Now, granted how big my fog cloud is, it just stays an active blast. I have just a beam of air coming out of me in that direction. Saving throw is a DC on I don't know. Let me look at the thing, because you had to set that when you created the magic item. So I don't know if you did. DC 16. 16. Yep. It wouldn't have hit him. It only was hitting Maragon and Hellhound 2. Okay. So they're both blown 15 feet straight back into that mess of curtain. That mess of curtain, any fire on it's blown out. But I also imagine it's going to like rip part of that curtain down, and I'm hoping it rips it all down enough to rip sort of the whole curtain down in like a domino effect. That's kind of my goal here. Because that's an awful lot of wind hitting it. Because would you count the curtains as unprotected flames? Then yeah. Which he's tangled in. I love it.
Yeez.
Secondly, this is another thing that comes down to the DM. Technically, that's a concentration spell, but it does say in the Dungeon Master's Guide, if a magic item casts a concentration spell, you don't have to concentrate on it. So is the magic item casting it, or am I casting it? Sweet. Then for the next 1 minute, the next 60 seconds, that sword will be just throwing a beam of wind out from it. And it takes me a bonus action to redirect it. So what it means is if I walk, say hypothetically, I'll leave my line there. Well, no, the line will follow me. If I walk down here, technically the source will still be its original point, and then I have to use a bonus action to move it down to me. I just have to keep my sword pointed at the original point, arguably, so long as the sword is concentrating. So, that was my bonus action and my action. I'm sorry. Yeah, that was my bonus action and my action. I still have a move. The only bad guy still left conscious in here is Devil 1 and Devil 2. Correct?
Yeah.
Thank you for
In the
drawing that.
fog,
I
yeah.
wasn't going to move until it was drawn. Boom. I'll just put myself here, because why not? And then I will pass turn.
Crab. Sir Crabbington the Third.
Oh, I do have one more spell slot. At what level does it have to be? My level of 1. Who would have seen me appear in front of him in that cleared out line from the fog, and then I would have moved over. So he would at least know of one target in that vague area. Especially if it was that close to my starting area. When it went in, I could see it having my scent, so to speak. You need to roll that still with disadvantage, don't you?
Well, he just rolled a 1, so.
Oh,
It
I was
doesn't
about to
matter.
say he's still perceiving into the fog. So, oh well, no, I guess if you're using your nose and your ears, not your eyes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bazam.
That's right. I'm okay with that. My eyes, for the record, are now currently on the bearded devil directly in front of me. So he is the one that has a. I have partial cover when dealing with him. Yes. No. So he can. All it affects for, assuming you're just following gust of wind. The only thing that affects him now is any creature in that line, when they got hit by it, has to move 2 feet, has to spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot it actually moves. So basically, cut its movement in half. Oh, okay. I mean, oh. Oh, sure, because it's pinning the curtain to it. I see. I sort of love that. Yeah, athletics to break grapple. Are you putting it against the 16 of the wind? Gotcha. That's cool.
Smack, smack.
Huh. For the record, Druzzl has now got the Hellhound grappled.
Do?
Oh, how the turntables.
Yeah, because you were it was highlighted as your turn when he set the
Oh.
thing. It doesn't, I don't think, affect anything.
Nice. No, it was just me applying the effect, quote unquote. All right, so I'm gonna target and attack Barb Devil 1. For a 23 to hit. Dealing 7 damage. And I just have to punch it unless I want to spend a key point, which I don't. So we're just gonna punch it. Or I'm gonna completely fail. How do I get a spell backlash punching something?
Oh, I love that this factors in action points and we don't use action points.
Okay. And that'll end my turn. So that 8 was actually 16? Interesting. The 7 was the attack, the 8 was the damage. Yes, I'm sorry, I was 1 off. Too many dice rolls all at once. You are correct. So it would have been a 14 total.
Remember those dogs I told you to summon?
Yeah. You're right.
Because now I can see the creature. Oh, I was able to see the creature. Good to know. I gotta remember that. Because I can recognize devils.
So, yeah, I will pop, I guess, 2 new direwolves.
Hey Cam,
Yo.
guess what you can turn into now?
What?
Giant crab.
Yeah.
You've seen them. You can now be a giant crab.
Yep.
Assuming these giant crabs are beast typed and not like aberration typed or something.
Right.
Okay.
Cool.
And assuming he can reach the CR of them. If I type /WGM, the theory is that it'll go privately to Jaime?
Yes.
Sweet.
And if you're not sure, you can always just send a word to like the test.
That's what I did. I was looking to see what their CR is. Oh well, these guys didn't. This fight would have gone completely differently.
What did I miss?
They have blind speed
Oh.
of 30 feet.
Oops.
Oops.
Would
It
have
would
been
have
still
actually
crits.
been critical.
Yeah.
No, they would have been silvery barbed, and you know it.
Some of them. Yeah. Yeah, he's had like 5 or 6 crits, bro.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh. Yep. My fog would have been useless against the crabs.
Yeah. That would have been. This would have been fucked up. That. Holy shit.
It would have been a
We should've-
completely different fight.
We should have been absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, we should have been dead turns ago.
Fucking DPK by crab.
Oh boy.
You know they
That's
make
alright.
a shampoo for that.
It's alright, now we know in the future. I see this. I see this. Thank you.
Um. Is everybody there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to summon 2 new direwolves. Last time we said it that you chose where they appear. Oh, well done.
I'm so spent on resources. Stuff.
Okay.
Out of 7, I have 1 left.
Yeah, I was gonna get with you. Is there a way that we could like give me a sheet that I could modify or access to this kind of information? Well, we don't have to do it right this second. This was just something for future thought. Yeah, yeah, there is. Cool. Okay. So they get. That was my action. They just take their own effects. So I'm just going to use their attacks as the rest of my turn. And since they're both 5 feet of me, their pack tactics work. So the first one is going to bite the barbed devil. Miss. Second one is going to bite barbed devil too. And they both missed.
I want to get combat advantage on somebody and stick them in the kidney. Perfect. Stick them in the kidney. And one thing that we've been forgetting is I still have bless. Oh, okay. Yep.
So he's just dead. Maybe.
And for my offhand attack, I'm going to poke him with my dagger. Yes.
Huh.
Nice.
All that dash.
Running, running, and running, running, and running, running, and. And he's got a hellhound in front of him. All right, so he has wiggling curtains in front of him.
Come on, boy.
Who just watched all of this go down and or heard all of this go down.
Come on, Ichigo, inside. Come.
I know the Marangon is out there. Maragon is out there. And I have one Hellhound in here that needs to be dealt with, the one that's directly in front of me. I'm going to provoke an attack of opportunity from him if he chooses to take it, knowing that he's got that dire wolf right beside him. Let him.
Oh, you want your ball.
So as I'm walking, that greatsword is resheathed, and I have my rifle in hand. And literally, I'm loading the musket round into my musket as I'm walking. And he like, I see these teeth like lunge at me through the fog, and like I don't even react to them, because as I'm walking, I am saying out loud in common, I assume, devil, that you know the story of the Tallyman. Does he respond? I say, the Tallyman comes at the break of day. And I start putting wadding or whatever into my gun. The Tallyman comes to take you away. For in the night, the lives did end, and in the night, the souls did rend. Your lives count less upon this field, where armor and weapons and hearts were wielded. Honored for your stance and honored in those halls, in my face disarmed, or there you will fall. And he cocks his guns ready. He says, you count the tally of the moments you lived, but mine is the tally. Oh, I had it quoted. I'm misreading it, and it rhymed before. It doesn't rhyme if I misread it. Of the moments lived, but mine is the tally of the dead now sealed. And I say to him, as I'm leveling my rifle at him, I say to him, the Tallyman offers no chances, but yours are deals which are struck. This is your one chance to deal. Your friends lay dead. Your compatriots lay dead around them. No. Your allies have entered the tally. Begone or join them. And I fire. But I'm basically offering him a deal that if he leaves now, we won't chase him. For the first time ever, he can be the one that got away. And hopefully, because devils are usually lawful, he'll be willing to deal for his own life. Especially since devils die if they're killed in hell. So it's his actual life on the line. Where's my rifle? There it is. .23 to hit. That shouldn't be resisted. My attack was silvered. I favored him as well. So he takes... Oh, I gotta roll that in the thing. 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 damage. 9, 10, 11, 12 damage. And fuck it, I'm also going to spend a psionic point. 12 for another 9. So 21 damage. That is a combination of psychic and silver. And lightning. Also, can I request an inspiration for finally writing a Tallyman nursery rhyme?
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I have it. I literally typed that during the last round. I just pulled that out of my butt.
Nice. Impressive.
That's the same thing I did when we played Exiles on the island. When Ollie went up to the top of the tower and watched the green beam hit, and she like opened up her senses to it and saw what the green beam was. When she walked down, I pulled it out of her butt, whatever it was. We mustn't talk to evil. We mustn't take their things. I have it written down in Ollie's notebook, but every now and then I get one. Oh, I don't know if he understood a word I just said, but if he did, hopefully he went, oh, fuck.
Aw.
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't passed turn yet. My apologies. Oh, I have a bonus action. Haha! Technically, so does my horse. Who's gonna move right here? Who's gonna move right here? Oh, I don't want to move him right there. That's in the line. Oh, duh. My bonus action. Jaime, can you move that line directly in front of me, pushed out 60 feet? No, I don't want it directly in front of me. Well, yeah, I do. Cirque's just running beside the beam of air as I try to blow out more of the fire. So move it into a straight line out. Yeah. And then 10-foot wide fire is blown out. And now, after all of that, pass turn. I'm actually kind of glad crab one is stable. Like, let's kill all of the other ones, but keep one crab, because we have a freaking druid. Maybe the druid can talk to the crab and ask the crab, like, either to help us or what it's seen, and like see if we can get information off of it.
I would need a long rest before I could do that.
Oh, are you out of slots too?
I would have to be able to respin my slots, my spells, and everything.
You know,
I
I
don't
can
have
speak
communicate
with
with animals
animals, right?
No,
Oh, you-
we don't. We've never had a reason to see you do that.
Oh, because I think that's
It's part of your race, your forest gnome.
Yeah. So I'll pipe up. I'll actually say that in games, like, you know, I can speak to animals, right?
Well, nobody in game has brought it up yet.
Oh, my bad.
Also, we don't know any of the other ones are stable yet. But if yeah, I figured.
That would draw an attack of opportunity from the direwolf, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Why?
The fog.
Fog. So then it would just be regular because he's still got tactics. He's
Pack tactics. I'm an
he's-
ally adjacent.
yeah.
Yeah, there wouldn't have been.
The horse.
So the horse isn't next to him. The horse is in the center still. The horse didn't move because I moved the beam. Now that said, I could have still technically moved the horse and not attacked with the horse. But I left the horse where it was, so Jaime is just going off of what the map says. And as the map says it, yeah.
Okay, then I can. Disadvantage is fine.
Yeah, that was my bad, Gilwin. I was trying to call you something that started with a G, and I was like, Gurk. And I can't call him Gurk because his name's not Gurk. Well, if it's not Gurk, who is it? Oh, it must be Keith. Nope, it's not Keith either. What was I trying to say?
Go ahead with the attack, or
Wah.
wah.
Roo. At me? I assume it's a saving throw of some kind? Okay, do I still take half damage? Okay, don't roll it on me. Because I'm also going to trigger... This will actually be my last spell slot, because I forgot I had Arcane Recovery during that short rest. I'm going to trigger Absorb Elements. And I take half that. 8 damage. I will modify 32 wound. Making me heavily wounded and down to 19 life, I believe. So.
What does this say?
16 life. No, 19 life. I had that backwards.
You can see. I have to be able to see you. Okay.
Honestly, I'm going to actually make a request in the Hellhound's favor. That was the end of the curtain that was on fire. That strength check is probably reduced by now, I'd imagine, just from the rending of the fabric.
Yeah.
So if he's still got to make one, I would reduce the difficulty. So he's still tangled in it. But I imagine after this turn, he'd probably be able to get free. Okay. After? Okay. Okay. It's still tangled, but now we can see like its head sticking out of it. And it's just like, it looks like a dumb dog, not a hellhound at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever put a blanket over a dog's head, and they're just kind of like give up on life for a few minutes?
Hey, if we leave it in there long enough, hopefully it could just drop the hostile attitude.
Right.
Become indifferent to us because it's too worried about that thing.
Yeah.
If it drops the hostile, then we can roll diplomacy against it, persuasion against it to make it an ally.
I'm going to move up behind the Hellhound and attack it with dueling.
Yeah, that seems advantageous.
That's a
I wish it
word.
was actually advantageous.
Well, it is.
For a 19 to hit. I didn't target it. Excellent.
6.
For 10 damage. And then I'm also going to hit it with an unarmed. For a 13 to hit. Okay. And that is going to end my turn.
The barbed devil is dying. I can move.
Or you could stomp on its face.
Or both. I mean, he's already got 2. I'm gonna move on. The question is, do I want to go? Oops. 5, 10. I can move out of the fog cloud and get to the Maragon.
And cast spike growth on it.
Ooh.
I'm hoping it runs away. It never responded to what I said, so I'm hoping it runs away. I offered it a deal.
I'll tell you what I'll do. Maybe not. I'm sick of being in the fog.
I mean, I don't blame you.
I would. 5, 10,
I love the
15,
fog because I still have advantage on my attack rolls on it.
35.
And then have advantage on your attack rolls from it.
Crab win. See what it says.
I can see Gilwin over there
Doesn't
being
come
like,
up on.
trust me, I'll be crabby after this to begin with.
Right? I'm just gonna go after the Maragon. Y'all have got that Hellhound handled.
Well,
Oh. Let's see. I'll be all right. I'll let him. I'll say I didn't realize he was there and take the attack. Miss. And I will engage the Maragon with the Ironheart Scimitar. For 22.
oh shit.
It's kind of the
Apparently
ultimate.
Between your attack and that big ass one I dropped on him, he's not happy.
Yeah.
Please, hopefully, don't he? Every time we fight a higher level devil, they always summon another one. So I'm a little
Right.
nervous.
I can move on to the Direwolves. I can have that Direwolf attack the Hellhound. Hit. They take 4 for damage. For 12 damage, and the Hellhound is knocked prone.
Nice.
I will have the second direwolf come back me up and wait.
And as that dire wolf comes out of the fog dissipates behind it.
Fair.
Because there's no
I'll have
reason
it
for me to
wait.
keep it up.
Because you did give the Morrigan a chance, and we did both just kind of whop him. So.
I don't know how to delete that. Thank you.
That's my turn.
I cast Cure Light Wounds on Rowan.
You're gonna have to run up adjacent to me to do it.
Okay. Before I leave, though, I use an offhand attack to stab the devil one more time.
Beep boop.
And then I run up to Rowan, and as my action, I'll cast Cure Wounds.
Technically, you can't offhand attack and action cast a spell.
Thank you.
Oh.
Technically, did he cut out for anybody else?
Yeah, no. What I said was technically he can't do both. He can do one or the other.
I'll cast the spell.
My horse is gonna kill that guy before he moves on my turn, Jaime. So you can go ahead and have him be dead. Solid. All right. Cure Light Wounds. What spell slot level? I don't know what level spells you have. So they're all 3 first level. Use the back magic, Gurk, because those refresh on a short rest.
Done.
All right, how much do I heal by? I freaking love it. And it auto pulled it out of there. Nice.
No. Well, yes.
So-
Nothing I'm going to.
I soliloquy. I don't know if he understood what I had to say. Please, someone feel free to translate.
Yeoman can translate.
Do you soliloquy translate everything I said to him out loud?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, because he still hasn't responded, and I'm nervous about the fact this is like one of the few devils that we've tried to interact with that hasn't said anything, and that makes me nervous. It's like so nervous. All right, Cirque. He's quoting poems. What are you doing? Mm-hmm.
I like how it was. Leave, bitch. Smack. Smack. Leave, bitch.
I assume he's got some way he can communicate, though.
Yeah.
I didn't, and for the record, Jaime, I hadn't seen that in the description, so that's my bad. No. Oh, yeah. Oh, that is in there. That's the very last line of the description. So I've been sitting here stressing about that for no reason. And he misses.
Anticlimactic.
And you rolled that with advantage? That feels much better, yeah. Oh. Your attacks aren't magical. That's unfortunate. I will let you know momentarily. Pulling up the 5e monk chart right now. Depowered Strikes is 6th level monk. Your unarmed strikes count as magical for the purpose of overcoming resistance and immunity to non-magical attacks. What are his other 2 levels? Oh, that's right. And hopefully he's uncomfortable still. I don't know how if the altar affects him this far out. The cleansed altar. Okay. Everybody sees me. My hand is off the trigger, and my right hand is like up in the air in the like hold symbol. And technically, my response to him, Jaime, was my soliloquy. So I won't be able to respond until my turn, correct? Or are you just going to let me respond out of turn? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I have the fucking combat tracker closed. Oh, it is. Sweet. Out loud, I say, your master wants this city for herself. Our masters want this city for themselves. But we have a shared enemy, and as I understand it, deals can be made for anything. Say you and I make a deal in which you are simply considered the messenger, and in said deal, which is a signed pact existence of the universe that I will sign, we include the caveat that you don't hurt the messenger. Or as the saying goes, and I'm like loading wadding into my gun now as I say this, as the saying goes, a don't shoot the messenger caveat. Return to your leader and tell her that we are willing to make deals. And like I'll sign off on the deal that like we've basically hired this guy as our messenger go-between between us and her. And as a fact of the of the universe, because that's how infernal pacts work, if his protection is included in the deal, the plane of Avernus will enforce that, meaning Zariel herself could not do anything unless short of breaking the deal. Which, if she breaks the deal, then her higher ups will want to crawl further out of the pit to deal with her. I mean, originally, guys, I wanted to make deals with devils, but I might have gotten the opportunity to make a deal with somebody higher up the chain. I could roll a persuasion check, Jaime. Or an intimidation, as it were. Either one. I am the Tallyman of Isgard, the Graf Digger. You guys see me like grunt as this thing is like cocking its head sideways at me. You see me like grunt as though something is bleeding into my brain. And I am the Tallyman of Isgard, the Graf Digger, of Acheron, the Graf Digger of Isgard. Out of game, if you die in Isgard, you're resurrected. So if I'm the grave digger, it means I'm willing to bury people alive and let them just stay in buried alive graves in a plane where you're immortally resurrected or eternally resurrected. And I say, and before or and among all that, you speak now to a captain of the Hell Knights, guardians of this city from that she herself did form. And I also include I was gonna say something else. I also say, and I never promised a city. I only promised that her enemy would not get it. And out of game, because of my checks, I don't know, a freaking year ago, I know that Zariel herself cares more about demons than she does about devils. Like, the whole reason she fell and became a devil is because she hated the fact that the good guys weren't fighting demons. So I basically use this conversation to imply that the demons are her enemy, not us. That I serve her as a Hell Knight, just as all Hell Knights are supposed to. With that being said, given the threats, given the things I've said, given the fact that he's surrounded, can I get advantage on either of those checks? Damn it. Oh boy! And here we go. Oh, balls. Hey, it didn't roll in the chat. It doesn't count. I can roll it again. Here we go. That's actually not what I have to roll. I'm not actually the graph digger of... Well, we'll stick with persuasion. I was about to say, I'm the tally man, but the actual tally man that would have come before me is the one that was the grave digger of Isgard and the tally man of Acheron. So technically I could have rolled deception, but... But yeah, basically I explained our deal is not the promise of a city. Our deal is the promise of discussions. Of opening those talks. Instead of her just willy-nilly going after us when we're not who she cares about in the first place. She wants the city for her battle against the demons. And out of game, I'm a firm believer that if we can convince the city to leave a quote-unquote garrison behind, there's no reason why we couldn't fight alongside the devils to defeat the demons. Or, you know, so that the Hell Knights can fight alongside the devils to defeat the demons.
Kill them all. I'll sort them out later.
I lower my weapon. And now out of game, I'm not looking for a blanket peace with devils. I assume other devils will still want to fight us after this conversation. I'm just trying to create a blanket opportunity for peace when we encounter devils. Out loud, I say, let me see, this is in my description or in my notes? In my notes. I say, in the name of Chorus, Monara, LeMay, Rictavio, Doden, Gooden, Borst, Regan, Logus, Mordenkainen, Gildan, Zorn, Tefin, Rika, Lincoln, and Elminster and Mulg. I can only hope so. Out of game, Jaime, the 13 wizards I just named that's the lineage of Tallymen, but it's also, from my lore, it's the lineage of Tallymen. But in Forgotten Realms lore, that is a lineage of first rank wizards that exist in the world. And they were all handpicked by Elminster, who is the greatest wizard in Forgotten Realms. So I just did the equivalent of doing the whole I'm a noble and declaring I'm a descendant of said lineage, even though my title is what's the descendant of said lineage. Does the dog follow him? Thank God. Because I am sweating bullets behind my mask.
No.
I use a bonus action to turn the wind. It's probably going to blow Gilwyn and the direwolf out of the way, but I put the rest of the fire out. And then I stop. Well, the spell technically has to run its course, but I basically stop fucking with the spell. I'm not even going to lie. I chuck a ration to him as he's crawling out of it. Poor guy. And I wait till they're out of earshot, and I take my mask off, and everybody in the group can see me straight up sweating out of my fur. And I go, I'm so glad that worked. Those would have been terrible last words. Just terrible last words for a guy who collects last words, if that hadn't. For the record, turns out that guy has telepathy, guys.
Fun.
Oh, wait, out of game before he walks away, Jaime, did I need to sign anything, or did he simply just agree to the deal? Okay. Which means he leaves the deal basically in Zariel's hands. So hopefully this plays to our advantage.
Or it could come back to bite us.
Hey, it bought us a chance to take a breath.
Yeah.
How's the party reacting to the fact that I just talked this guy out of here? Because Rowan would literally be looking at all of you guys going, like, you can see disappointment on his face. As far as he's concerned, he's at war, kill them all. But he's also trying to be a general, even though he's not necessarily a general. He's trying to be a general, so he's got a bunch of troops here. He's injured as fuck. To him, making peace was the smarter tactical move at the moment, with our resources running low.
Tentative peace better than no peace at all.
Vic, you're standing right next to me. How are you reacting? You're kind of the guy in charge, you know?
I would have killed him.
Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
I see no reason to kill those that can be turned to our service.
You'd turn the whole world if it were up to you.
Surely, because if the whole world served our cause, we would not need to kill anyone. There would no longer be a need for the tally.
I say, then you'd be out of a job. I shrug and sort of just walk off.
Under my breath, I
Kill
go,
him.
that's kind of the point.
That's funny because Gilliman was going to chuckle and go and say, "Oh, isn't that the point?"
Yeah, the point of every soldier is to not have to go to war again.
Yep.
The point of soldiers is to not have soldiers.
So Druzzle's gonna say out loud, "Well, it looks like y'all can get a rest now. I know it was hard for you."
Fuck you. I don't know what language I say that in, but I say it in a language that is one of my rare ones. We'll say in Sylvan, you hear what sounds like somebody cussing at you, but in Sylvan.
Oh no, it doesn't sound like it is. Gilman speaks Sylvan too.
Ah, there you go. Well, Gilwin, you just heard me tell him to go fuck himself.
Do you kiss your mother with that mouth?
My mother joined the tally many years ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why not? Or why? She was a bitch. As are many of the souls of Barovia.
You could have just said no.
You could have just said no. The other crabs are having their legs ripped off and thrown into any remnants of the fire for cooking. The 4 that stabilized
crab.
that we see still breathing, I look around, I look at Gilwin, since obviously I don't know that the forest gnome can speak to animals, which you'd think I would as a wizard and arcana, and you're a forest gnome, so identifying you should have been easy, but we'll let that slide that apparently I don't notice it. I look at Gilwin and say, how many of them do you wish we should interrogate any of them? Or do you think they will be hostile when they stand?
They weren't much of a threat when they were hostile.
Out of game, I think I'm asking you to make a nature check to see if Jaime will let you know if they will wake up as indifferent.
Sure, Jaime.
Because these are different than normal giant crabs. These are infernal giant crabs, and infernal giant crabs might just be evil. If they're neutral, they're just an animal. There's no reason for us to just kill them willy-nilly.
I got a whopping 12.
Hide yourself.
What?
Next time you cast a skill, cast guidance on yourself first.
Duh. Well, I could also spend my inspiration. But
That's up to you.
I feel like that's I don't think it's necessary.
He's typing, so with a 12, I'm going to assume you got some information.
Yeah. Oh no. Here, I will change that so you don't have to.
You can.
Okay.
That's funny.
Talk to Jaime. All we have to do is type /WG space GM and then space type whatever we're saying. So that's pretty brutal that he's got to type all of that if he decides to or tries to type it out.
Again?
Not
Carl.
once, but twice.
Yes, Kirk.
We're at like
The
380
AoE that
something
you
now.
used, it didn't actually affect me, did it?
The what did?
The AoE that you used.
Technically you took half damage, but otherwise no. Half damage on 2d6, which I think was like half of 8 or something. I'm scrolling.
Ah.
Up.
All right. That deserves instead of a punch to the jaw, you get a slap on the hand.
Oh well, I'll accept that. I was about to say, do I get a Gibbs slap as you're walking past? You just slap me in the back of the head like dumbass.
No,
Leave it
I
that-
literally slap you on the hand. Like I take off my glove and slap you on the hand and put my glove back on.
Oh, and as far as the nature check towards the crabs, Gilwin would just kind of shake his head and just say, I doubt they would. I doubt they're even smart enough to be persuaded. So,
I was about to say, hey man, if you could turn into a giant crab, you could talk to them and they can just like join your little crabby clan. But if you don't think they can be persuaded, and as I was about to say, I stand up and draw my greatsword and go walking past, stabbing their bodies, sending them back into dying status. Yeah.
waffle stomping the crabs.
I gotta ask, since you rolled a nature, Cam, but Jaime, are these infernal crabs or abyssal crabs? Okay, we can eat them, guys. It's probably not gonna taste good, but we can eat them.
Oh yeah, because everything abyssal is poisonous.
It's not poisonous, but it'll mutate us if we touch the blood.
Ah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I have 2 questions. 1, do we get a long rest? 2, did we level up?
You stole my line.
Yes, I did.
Oh no.
Oh, that can't be good.
Well, if that's the case, before we go, I'm gonna use my last pack slot and cast Cure Wounds on Rowan.
I'd appreciate it.
If I can find it.
Yeah, I just spent 2 healing surges as part of my short rest, so you know.
Let me know what you're up to.
you go.
That right there is plenty. That puts me at 50 out of 51.
Okay. Because I was going to offer a healing word if needed, but...
No, your ass needs to be casting Goodberry before we have a long rest.
Yeah, I'll cast Goodberry.
That's before a long rest, not right now.
Oh, well.
Oh, I could do that. As long as I had a spell slot left.
Sweet.
Cool. I get my pack slot back.
At some point, Jaime, not right now, but at some point, thanks to you sharing that DMG today, the magic item template is now available to us, which means we can create our own magic items, which means I can put Fusroda in there on my own. So at some point before next session, I will ask you to open the server and I'll go in and put magic items in. I've got magic items for Boston and shit like that, so I can create all of them if I need to. So, well, unless anybody wanted to chat anything, I guess it's time to hang up the call. I had fun, guys.
Yeah, same.
Hey, I made it through an
Good session.
entire gaming session without throwing up.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, we all used a shit ton of resources, but at least we're all at relatively full health.
Yeah.
I only used 1 pack slot.
Which you'll get back on
And
a
you
short
got it
rest.
back.
Right.
The two monks will get their key points back on a short rest.
I didn't really use that much and didn't get hurt.
I'm probably going to go into the next combat and just in full combat wild shape, because all I have is first level slots, and they're really not helpful in a fight. So.
Fair enough. Just realized I need to look at my spell slots and clean one free so that I recover my pack slot. So yeah, for next session, I have one spell slot available, and I have one psionic point available. Let me check that. I have 2 psionic points available when we come back. So basically, guys, anything we've got left to do in here, we need to do it all so that we can get a long rest, because I need it.
Yeah. Same.
My character is outright
Prisoner.
exhausted. In fact, next session we might have to start with exhaustion checks because we keep forgetting to do that. So I'll go out of my way to remind us next session, because I'm a dick that way. In fact, text, channel, roll exhaustion next time. All right.
Well, exhaustion would be when we hit a long rest, right?
No, exhaustion is every time we have a combat.
Oh.
We're in hell. Exhaustion is magically triggered upon us because we're in an oppressive environment. Technically, it's not necessarily every combat. It's every combat that Jaime considers to be exhausting, and then it's any time we go through massive skill things that Jaime would consider to be exhausting, or we hit this point where we're running low on resources. Jaime can just be like, if you want a short rest, you're gonna have to roll your exhaustion. You can't have a cinematic short rest unless you roll that exhaustion. Otherwise, every time we have a long rest, we have to roll exhaustion when we wake up. Yeah, exhaustion's brutal in Avernus.